Hello everyone, I'm Ruchi Jain, Assistant Professor from ABS Engineering College, Ghaziabad. Today we are going to discuss with you File System Interface. This is a topic from operating system. Here is the outline of the topics that I'm going to discuss in this video are file concept, access method, disk and directory structure, file sharing and protection. So here we are here as you can see that what is file system. File system, any system that is made up of file is called file system, and file is a collection of related information that is recorded on a secondary storage. You can also say that file is a collection of logical related entities. Logical related entities are those entities which are related to each other in some logical manner. From user perspectives, a file is the smallest allotment of logical secondary storage. Files in a file system, a file can be represented by both program and the data. As you know that a file is a combination of program and data, and data can be a numerical data, character data, or binary data. By numerical data, we says that any data which is comprises of numerical value like 0, 1, and so on. From character data, we can say that character data is a collection of all the alphabets like all the data that is made up of A, B, C, D, and so on. Binary data is a data which comprises of any value, any information or any data which is made up of 0 or 1. And by the program, we considered as that a file is made up of program like for any for making any application or any program for making any application or software. It is made up of program, and program can be written in any language like C, C++, Java, or anything. File can be a sequence of bit, bytes, line, or record. Content of the file is defined by the creator of the file, like the user who is the creator of the file define the content of that particular file. In a file system, file can be considered as text file, source file, and executable file. From the source file, we means that it is a sequence of subroutines or functions, each of which is further organized as declaration followed by executable statements. Source file are considered, text file are considered as the file that are written by any user, any text or any document that is written by using numeric character data is called text file. Text file is saved as .txt extension. Object file, there is also an object file. Object file are the object file which are the files that are created by the compiler when any file is compiled and an object file is created. Its extension is .obj. Executable file is a file that is a series of code that a loader can bring into the memory and execute, and the extension of executable file is .exe. Here are various file attributes which are as follows. Name is any file attribute. Name means that while making any file, we have to give a name to that file which can be human readable. Like if we create a file like uh, of like where we create a file which comprises the data related to C program, so we save this file by the name as C program, so that when we again open that file, that we know that in this file there a C program is written. Identifier means unique identity or number that is used by the system to identify that particular file. For example, if we create a student file, so student roll number is act as the identifier for that file. Types means that what type of data is stored in the file, like it is a numeric data, it is character data, it is program data. So which type of data is stored in the file is called type of that file. Location is specify the pointer to the file location on the device, like where your file is saved in your system. Size is specify the actual file size of your actual file size that you have made. Protection means that there are various users which are using the file, yeah, or you can say that there are various programs that are using that particular file. So we have to give the access control to access that file. Access control can be reading, writing, or executing. Time, date, and user identification means that time, date, and user identification means data for protection, security, and unit usage monitor, that who is the user who is using the particular file at what particular time and at what particular date, so that we can identify that who is accessing which file. Information about the file are kept in the directory structure, and this directory structure is maintained on the disk. Many variations, including extended file attributes such as file checksum. File checksum is used to get the priority check of the file, so that we can check if there is any variation occur in the file or not. Information is also kept in the directory structure. Here are various file operations which are listed here. First file operation is create a file. Create a file means a space is allocated for that particular file in the file system, and or you can say that an entry for the new file is made in the directory. Write a file means a system write a file at the right pointer location. A system call specifying particular file name is generated by the system, and the information to be written on the file is generated. System search the for writing in a particular file, a system search the directory for the for the file for which a system call is generated for that particular file name. Next operation is read a file. Read a file means a system call specification file specifying file name, and where the next block of the file to be pointed is generated. And after generating the system call file for that particular file, the directory search for the file whether it is available or not. If it is available in the system, then read pointer is sent back to the user, so that it can be read that particular file. Repositioning within a file. Repositioning within a file means a directory is searched for particular. A directory is searched for associated entry. Currently, it is also called the seek, because we are seeking the positioning of that particular file. Deleting a file. Deleting a file means directory is searched for the associated file for which a system call is generated to delete that particular file. And after getting that particular file, a delete command is operated so that this file get be deleted. Truncate a file. Truncating means it is not deleting that particular file location. Truncating means it is erasing the content of the file. So there is a difference between deleting a file and truncating a file. OpenFI means searching the directory structure on the disk for entry FI and move the content of entry to the memory. Like we are moving, if we want to open particular file, then we have to move that file from the disk to the memory, so that we can do some work on that particular file. And closing file means that we have to move the content of the file in the memory from the memory to the directory, so that it gets stored permanently on the disk. Next, open file. While we open a file to do some operations, several type of data are needed to manage while opening a file. First is open file table. Open file table track which are the files are opened on the system or which are closed. File pointer points to the last read or write location per process that has the file open. Means if there is a file, if this file is opened, then open file table track which file is open, and file pointer specified that if it is a file and there is a large pointer which is updated over here, then file pointer is point over this that you have to write in any content in this file from this point onwards. File open count pointer gives count the number of times a file is open, so that you have to know that how many processes has used that particular file or that particular file. Dislocation of a file gives the cache of the data access information. Access right gives the information about which user is using that particular file, and if one user has an access right of read, then that file can be accessed in the read mode. If a user has an access right of write, then that user can use that file in the write mode. Here is a file locking system. File locking system is provided by the operating system and file system in the combination manner. As you already know that there is a reader writer lock given by the operating system. In a similar manner, a file is logged in a reader writer lock in a shared and exclusive lock. Shared lock means if two or more reader wants to read particular file, then they log the particular file using the shared lock, so that several processes read the particular file in a concurrent manner. Exclusive lock means only one user can use that particular file, and that user should give the right lock to the particular file, so that only one writer is allowed to write in that particular file. No reader and no another writer is allowed to write on that particular file. Open file lock also mediate access to a file. It can be a mandatory or advisory. And mandatory means access is denied depend on the lock held and requested. If it is requested in the read mode, then more read user can access the lock, or the lock will be of its shared lock. Advisory process can find the status of the lock and status of the locks and decide what to do. Like if there is a shared lock, then more reader can read a particular file at the same time. And if it is exclusive lock, then only one user is allowed to write on that particular file. Moving forward, we will discuss about file access method. File access method define the way by which a file can be accessed and read into the memory, and it is defined by various access methods. There are these various access methods are supported by operating system for multiple access. These access methods are supported by the operating system. Various file access methods are sequential access, direct access, and index sequential access. In sequential access, the information in the file is processed in the order one record after another. In direct access, the file is of fixed length and logical record which allow program to read or write record rapidly in no particular order. If we want to, if let us suppose it is a file system, there are various files like this. In sequential access, 1, 2, 3, file 4, file 5. In sequential access, we have, if we want to access file 4, then we can't access directly to the file 4. For accessing file 4, we have to access file 1, file 2, file 3, and then we move to the file 4. In direct access, we directly move to the file 4. Index sequential access, in index sequential access, if there are various files which are stored, then we maintain an index for that particular record, like there is a file 1. In file 1, there are various subfiles. Now you have to access this file. So in index sequential search, you can get access of this file by this index. Like from this index, you move to this from this position, and by this file, by finding this particular file, we move to the subfile by accessing subfile number 1, and then we can go to the subfile number 2. This is how we move to this index sequential access. Other access methods are generally involve creation of the index of a file. Index make the fast determination of the location of the data to be opened on. If there are two large files or two large data you have to access, then index should be stored in the memory, and all the files are stored in the disk. So if we want to access particular file, then we get the location of that file from the memory, and from that memory, from the memory, we get access to the particular file, and we load that particular file only on the memory pack, so that we can do the read or write operation on that particular file. IBM uses index sequential search method, which is known as ISAM. Here is an example of index and relative files. Here you can see that there is a diagram where there is an index file and this is a relative file. From the index file, we got the address of particular file, and that particular file moved to the relative file, from where we get this data, and this data fetch from and we fetch this data with the help of this index file. Now moving forward, we'll discuss about directory. So information about the files is maintained in the directory. As for example, a telephone directory contains the collection of all the phone numbers that are belong to a particular location. Similarly, directory maintains the files which are stored in a particular system. A directory can contain multiple files. They have directories. Any system can have a directories inside of them. In window, we can call this directory as folder. As you know, in window there is a folder. In the fold, and in particular folder, there are again various folders or various files. We can access any file by moving towards by clicking on that particular folder and moving inside that particular directory. For maintaining any directory, following information is required, like name, that is visible to the user; type of the directory, like what type of data that is stored in particular directory; location, like in on your system, what is the location of particular directory; size. Size means how much data is stored and how much free space is available to make other files to be available in particular directory. Position is specify the current next read or next write pointer. Protection access control means that particular what access you are giving to particular user, like read, write, execute, or delete. Usage, it gives the log record of time of creation, access, and modification, last modification of particular file done. Mounting, when a root of any file system is grafted into existing tree of another file system, is called mounting. Here is a structure of directory. A collection of various nodes containing information about all the files. Like there are various files. and these files are connected with their particular directories. Both the directory structure and files resides in the disk. If we want to access any file, then we have to firstly access its directory, and from this particular directory we get the information about that particular file. Disk structure. As you know, all the directory and files are stored in the disk. So here we move forward that what is disk structure. Disk structure is subdivided into partition, as you already seen in your system that your system disk is divided into various partitions, and these partitions can be RAID protection against failure. As if as we have to prepare our system from the disk failure, partitions can be used raw without any file system or formatted with the file system. Partitions are also called as mini disk. Like there is a system in, like at sometimes there is a system in which there is only one disk, then all the folders are maintained in this particular disk only. But in some systems there are various disks, like all the memory is divided into various disks, and these disks are called mini disk or slices. Entity contained file system is also known as volume, like how much space is available in this particular disk is called volume of that particular disk. Each volume contains the file system, also track that file system information in device directory or volume table of the content. General purpose file system and as well in a particular file system there are general purpose file system as well as a special purpose file system. General purpose file system means that all the file systems that are doing general work, but special purpose file system having the specific purpose of that particular file. Like if there is a file related to the work that is used if there is a file that contains the data related to the device drivers, so it is a specific special purpose of file which is used to make input output devices accessible for your system. But if there is any word file or any text file which are having some content written in this file, this is called general purpose. Like there is some general data that is stored in this particular file. Here is various levels of directory. Here you can see that it is a single directory, a single level directory in which all the files are stored at a 0 level, and all the files are directly related to their single directory. But there is somehow is a problem arises in this particular directory. Like it is a directory, if we created one folder name as new, so you can't make another folder with the name as new, but you want two new folders, it is not possible. And there is also grouping problem. Like if you want to group same content, same type of like if you want to segregate your files or your content into various groups, but you have only one directory, so you have to managing or clustering all the data in various groups is a very tedious task. Two level directory means there is all files are linked to a user level directory, and these user level directory are linked to the master file directory. For accessing these particular file, you have to give the path name to access these files. You can have same file name but for different user, as you can see that there are three user defined directory four user defined directory 1 2 3 4, and in these four user file directory you can see that there are a all names are same but they have the different user. There is efficient searching. As from the efficient searching we means that if you want to search particular data, like you want to find the data related to user 2, so then you have to move to the user 2 and then to the data. So searching is very efficient in this two level directory, and grouping capability is increases in this particular method. In tree structure directory, as you are seeing that there is tree formed in which there should be no cycle formed, no loop is formed, and there are various levels formed to store the data. from root level to the leaf level. Acyclic graph directory. Acyclic graph directory means you have to form a graph, like one file is connected with the another file to form a graph, and these graphs are acyclic, which means no cycle should be formed to make these directories. General graph directory. General graph directory, that they may have shared or unshared data that are linked with each other to form a graph, and this graph can have cycle or no cycle. Next topic is file sharing. File sharing means sharing of file amongst the multi users, as multi users wants to access a file in a sharing mode. So file sharing makes to share a particular file among various users in a protection scheme. In a protection scheme means that only authorized user can access this particular file, and they can access the data of this particular file. And in the protection scheme, there is also a scheme like user one has a access of only read. So user one can only read this file but can't be write on this file, and user two had the access of write the file. So user two can read and write, both can do on this particular file. On a distributed system, sharing file is required, as in distributed system there is a file which are user one is working at a particular location, and if he or she wants that a user that is on the remote area, remote location can access this data, then he or she has to make his file in a sharing mode. Network file system is commonly distributed file system mode. For multi-user, every user is defined with a user ID, so that we can get the information that who is using that particular file, or who is the user of that particular file. If there is a various user which are made a group, then there is a group ID, and by making user ID and group ID, we giving permission or protection to that particular user or particular group. And there is also owner of particular file or directory, or there is a group of file and directory. Next topic is file sharing or remote file system, that how file can be shared at remote area in remote access. For sharing a file at the remote area with the user that are reside at the remote site is done by FTP, file transfer protocol. By in file transfer protocol, as you see, like there is seen file transfer protocol. In file transfer protocol, various protocols or rules and regulations are defined to get access to the particular file that is saved at the remote location. This by using FTP, one file is accessed at the remote area is done by the distributed file system, which by using distributed file system, that particular file is available on World Wide Web. For accessing any file in distributed file system, we have to maintain a client server model where at the server side the file is stored, and at the client side, if a client want to access that file, that it give request to the server, and that server give response to that particular client with maintaining all the log records. Distributed information system are as LDAP, DNS, NIS, etc. Moving forward, the next topic is protection. As I have already discussed with you that if we want to access any file, then protection scheme is it has to be done on that particular file. File owner should be able to control what can be done and by whom. Like if a user created this file, then he or she is allowed or is able to give access to other user. And type of access can be read means that only other user only can read this file, they can't do any other operation on that file. Write, that creator of that particular file allows some user to write on that particular file. Execute means they can't read or write on that file, but they can execute or run that file on their system. Like if a creator create an application, then that user publish that application for other users to execute on their system. Append, Append means that other user can append their content on the already created file. Delete, a user can delete particular file. List, a user can list particular file in their own files. Here you are seeing the Windows 7 access control. This as you are saying that for full control, modify, read write, special permission, all are initially denied. But a user want to give access to someone, like a user can modify that particular file, then he has to right click on that file and click on this, so that user will give the right to modify. If a user give right only read, then he has to tick on read, and so on. This is how in Windows 7 you give access control to particular file. Here are the various textbooks from where you can give reference for the content that I have shared with you. It is a disclaimer. Thank you.